As you know that I came from US. When I took my flight from New York to Montreal airport, in the airport, my daughter was hungry. She wants to eat something. I was searching through different food store, and I had to run around a couple of stores to get the food for my daughter, because different store, the food they are selling, it's like a food like substances, what we all think those are the food. And finally, I went to a food court. I found they have nice salad, some bean, lentil, baked salmon. I was able to buy some food for my daughter. This is the situation that we have. In the society that we have, we all struggling what should we eat, what not to eat, what is the right food. So in today's presentation, I'll be presenting you my decade-long study and research on healthy life and scientific landscape of healthy living and lifestyle. First of all, as we all know that we are in the crisis of healthcare. Our most of the income are going for our disease, but our health getting worse and worse and worse. The hospitals are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Look at in our community, 70% of our North American people are either overweight or obese, and more than 50% people are chronically ill, and they are taking medication the daily basis. If you look at the data of the disease, it's very scary. 50% American dying out of heart attack, and 1/3 of us are going to be died in cancer. Imagine the people who are sitting in here, half of us going to die heart attack, and 1/3 of us going to die in cancer. Over 37 million people are dying of cancer every year around the globe. It's like full the country of Belgium, country of Sweden, and half of the Australia. This whole population is going to wipe out every year by disease of cancer. And heart disease getting worse. Diabetes, if you look at the diabetes, 50% of our adults are diabetic or pre-diabetic. And if you look at the 50 years ago, diabetes was only 3%. Now 1/3 people are going to die of cancer. And diabetes right now, 50% community are adult are diabetes. So in early 19th century, diabetes was only 0.0023%. And now people getting older, they expect that they are either get cancer or diabetes or blood pressure, or they get a little older, they will get heart attack. It's like, pretty common, it's like part of their life. So this is the time we need to wake up. We need to think how can we take care of our health? Look at our young kids. They lost their privilege, what they like to eat. When I was a kid, I didn't have to worry about what I'm going to be eating, because I was able to whatever food that I have. Now the kids are allergic to this food, that food, and this medicine, that medicine. So they lost the privilege of eating and the normal life. So today's talk, I'll be showing you the epidemic of disease that we have and where it's coming from. How can we get out of this disease? That's my purpose of talk today. And then I will give you some housekeeping. How can you maintain your health? How can you take home? How can you take home message for you to be healthier day by day? So, and definitely I will have Q&A. If you have any question, feel free to ask me at the end. First of all, look at this food. We all like this food, nah? We love it. It's yummy. It's not our fault. The millions of dollars spent to make this food yummy. And if I ask someone, if I ask you all about this food, so tell me why this food is not good for us. It is not good for us. So I like to ask you, why do you think that this is not good for us?
Too much carbohydrates.
Too much carb, right? And what else? This side?
Too much taste.
Taste is good. Salmon is yummy. Salmon is good food too.
Oil.
Oil is okay. So oil is a problem.
The oil is not the right type of oil.
Yeah, actually he gave you the answer.
Like
Oil.
processed oil.
So oil is good because if you look at our ancient time, people used to eat oil with a bread. Even if you look at our prophet history, they used to eat oil every single meal. So oil is not a problem. Oil is the fat that human body need. So the thing is the synthetic oil. We made the oil synthetically with a dye and bleach on it. That oil is a problem. So if you get the oil, but the right oil, which is the true oil substances. This oil that you have, vegetable oil, canola oil, this is not an oil. It's like a oil-like substances. And what else? You said too much carb. Too much carb is not a problem. Too much carb is a problem for those persons who are struggling with overweight or kind of struggling with the diabetes or cancer. Or someone cannot handle the carb. Someone body cannot process the carbohydrate molecule into the energy. That is a problem. Otherwise, carb is not a problem. So let me see a few other problems I can show you. Like for a fry. When you fry a meat, it becomes class 1 carcinogens, like HSCA, HCA. These are called class 1 carcinogens according to American National Health Institute. You can Google it, how the burn meat, like barbecue and then baked meat. Baked meat is okay if you do in a low temperature. Also the burning meat, the oil culture, the fry meat, it makes carcinogens. We should stay away from this meat part. And the rice and the bread. The bread is a problem because nowadays bread is not a bread anymore. The wheat genetically modified. When they modified the wheat gene, this wheat is not an actual wheat that God created for us to eat. So when I go to talk somewhere, I say, whatever God created, take it. Whatever human being change it, they modified it, don't take it. The bread was good, we modified it, we messed it up because God is the one who knows what is good for me or bad for me. And we modified it, we made it bad, right? So and the third thing is oil, and you see some vegetable in there, some plants. So plant is the best food. But the way we process it, we heat it up and fry it up, and the long time process, the vitamins and minerals get die. They get enzymes, they get messed up. So we're expecting that we're getting vitamin, mineral. We're expecting that we're getting phytonutrient, but they don't stay for a long time when you heat for a long time. You see, so if we whole day eating pasta, cereal, biryani, and then chicken fry, or like sandwich, burger, cereal, it has zero nutrient, because nutrient is different one human body need. And we eating pasta, cereal, cookie, biryani, and pastry, and cake, and sandwich, and burger, and then cake, cookie, biscuit, whole day, so much food we ate, we got zero nutrient. Because we process the food is not food anymore. It's like a food-like substances, as I said earlier. And then, according to research, the top, killer disease, the top 5 disease coming from this processed food when you're modifying our food. And like the carb, the mostly we try to eat to enjoy to any party, anywhere you have. The carb we process so much, human body doesn't know what the carb is. We come to our body cannot process it. That put into the fat cell, or they putting as a glycogen in the liver. So it messing up our system when you modifying our carb or other foods. And look at this data. When you process food, high processed food, then people dying of more with a high processed food, people dying of more with a top diseases. And less processed food and death rate is less. So it's directly proportional. You process more, you get more, like epidemic of disease. You get more disease like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease and autoimmune disease. And how that work? Look at that. When you eat a processed food like a sandwich, like everything is processed. You might think, Dr. Haque, I see there's some lettuce on there. This lettuce is not a lettuce. It's like it put in a herbicide, insecticide, pesticide. It's not a lettuce. It's taking bunch of chemical with that lettuce. And other than that, you have a meat. That's meat from the cow. Cow fed antibiotic. And how much antibiotic cow take? Just go look for it. Huge amount of antibiotic they put on the cow to get it bigger, 600 pound, and then that antibiotic come into the cheese and butter and or meat, they come into us. Look at the bread. Bread came from wheat, wonderful. Our prophets, ancestors used to eat wheat, they were healthy. But 1980, Dr. Norman Boulég, he got Nobel Prize for modifying wheat. After that, we love the wheat because it grow faster, quicker, more wheat, yummier, lot of gluten become more. And then this wheat is not a wheat anymore. And this not only wheat, it's a processed wheat. It's a whiten. When you whiten a wheat, it lost the top 2 layers, which is endosperm, and then other part is fiber and toxin. It's like only calorie left. So you see, you're enjoying a sandwich, you're thinking, oh, I got my salad, I got my meat, protein, I got my carb. No, you got 0. And that extra calorie raising insulin. And that insulin making more fat cell. That insulin making you more hunger hormone. Then you quickly get hungry, give me more food. Then another science, it came out that you eat the junk food, or junk food is not a junk food is a junk. So you eat a junk, and then that junk also make a excessive hunger hormone called ghrelin. So you're going to get hungry quickly. The other science saying that your body get messed up on you because body need nutrient. You ate the cereal in the morning, lunch pasta, cookie, and and then biryani. You didn't get a nutrient. In the lunchtime, your body, before lunchtime, your body say, I didn't get any nutrient. You just gave me calorie, and then give me more food. So we put in more biryani, more meat and bread. It's just messing up our system. So what happened at the end up? And our body get 0 nutrient, body get malnutrition, and look at the data. More than 50% American are mineral deficient, as well as fatty acid deficient. Fatty acid means fat molecule when you eat that convert by lipase enzyme go to the fatty acid. That's body take as a fatty acid format. So those fatty acid we are deficient of. How come? So it's got a toxic fat. So we're not getting lactic, fatty acid that we need. We don't get nutrient that body need to continue its system. So day by day, deficient of nutrient, and then fatty acid and protein, that our building block. We are getting sick, and day by day we are developing all the disease. What happened? Too much excess calorie that we are taking instead of food, we're just taking calorie, right? That's what I've been talking about. That calorie come to our body and make us fat. And as you see, so like a healthy man taking this food and that get fat. and because of the liver. Because extra calorie go into the liver right away, liver gets toxicated, and liver gets fat. And when liver gets bad, liver gets liver cirrhosis, and that's going to make you this situation all the welcoming all the disease. Because it's like a liver is like a bodyguard, liver is like a manager of the body. Liver doesn't work properly, too much calorie, too much toxic molecule, because every food nowadays come in with a tons of extra molecule, with the metals, comes the preservative, comes with a steroid, hormone, antibiotic. It's like and sugary food. Everywhere they have to put some sugar. You go to Starbucks, the best the best healthy food. When I go travel, I like to take some Starbucks with a hot chocolate, and to get some milk on it. No, they don't have organic milk. An option is I have a soy milk or almond milk, and they have a sugar 10%. I said, what? I lost the privilege of eating outside. So what do you have to do in this time? We have to know a couple of things. I brought for you only 5 things today. I came from United States to Canada with 5 things only. What are those? Human body regeneration. How this Mr. Ahmed sitting here, or Mr. David, or Mr. Mark, what's your name, bro? Jaid. So Mr. Zaid here sitting, so he is going to be new Mr. Zaid within 1 year. So he need to understand this first thing first, which is body regeneration. And second thing is essential food. What human body need to eat, what human body look for to nutrify. What the body tells us, hey, nutrify me with what? So I will be talking quickly what is exactly food we need to eat. And third thing is body microbiomes. In the history of, if you go to our ancient time or before 1906, the real treatment, you go to doctor, they're gonna give you some natural medicine, you're done. But nowadays, you go to doctor, they're going to give you some synthetic chemical medicine, poisoning your body and producing 10 more disease. You see? Because every single chemical you put in your body, that is going to be affecting every organ of your system. And organs get affected. Who are you? Nothing but organs, full of organs, combination of multiple organs. And if your organs get affected by those synthetic chemical or medicine or colorful juice, whatever you say, that makes organ affected, that is going to get you disease. So we didn't talk about microbiomes. So microbiomes means as a human body have a microbiomes. So how many microbiomes you have? Trillions. And then fourth thing is digestion. Now digestion is a big problem. We eat food, we get tired. We eat food, we are sick. We eat food, we don't get energy. So something gap in there, that is the digestion. The last thing is toxicity build up in our body, and body doesn't work properly, toxicity is going to build up. And I'll be talking about that. And so first thing is body regeneration. So how that work? So for instance, when you eat food, what do you think? We try to count calorie. I need 2,000 calories per day. I took 100, now 1,000, then 500. Body doesn't like this math. Body doesn't go by like fuel. No, food is not our fuel that we're counting how many miles I will go, how much fuel I need. It's not like that. Whatever we eat, that is our body. For instance, Mr. Zaid here, he is made of 1 to 10 trillion cells. Suppose he's a 10 trillion cell person. So this 10 trillion cell he has in your body, and this cell is his unit of his body. This cell made of protein, first building block, then glued up by minerals. Minerals are more than 63, about 94 up to. So it depends on what mineral he needs, and then glued up by mineral and made cover periphery, which is called cell membrane, by fat. So trying to hate the fat, but fat is the one making the your cell membrane. So look at that. When you're eating the food, that's how you're making your body. Because so Mr. Zaid came here 10 minutes ago, and after he came with 10 trillion body cell. So within 10 minutes, maybe he already lost maybe 20,000 cells already died from his body. That means every moment, thousands of cells are constantly dying, keep dying, and same amount of cell is forming. Look at the image that I have. This is your body, constantly regenerating. So how the cell is forming, depending on what did you eat today, what did you eat yesterday, how is your homeostasis level, how are you feeling, how is his social connection, how is his temper, how he is connecting with his loving one, how his microbiomes are doing. You see, everything together giving him idea how healthy cell he can make. For instance, someone is very unhealthy, very sick. No problem, because the sick cell is going to die in every moment. Healthy cell is going to develop. So put the right ingredient. Put the right, as I said, 3 things you need, right, to make a cell, primarily. Protein, minerals, and fat. So put the healthy protein, healthy mineral, and healthy fat, that will develop the healthy cell. The unhealthy cell or disease cell is going to go away. You see? So if you have a disease, no problem, it's going to go away. Put the healthy things. And then look at the food. Every food have its specific quality, specific types of ingredient, like a mineral, like a phytonutrient, like a vitamins that makes your body, and that makes you healthy or unhealthy. If you are healthy, you should not be excited about you can do whatever you can do. No, you have no privilege, because you have no right poisoning yourself. You have no right to malnutrify yourself. You have to put the right ingredient so that you can get back continued health. If you're sick, no problem. Put the right thing, this is going to go away. It's so simple as it is. So, and look at this. For instance, you have a liver problem, or you have a skin problem. You cut your skin. This skin should be healed 100% by 1 month or 28 days, because by 28 days our skin get changed. Our eye get changed by 3 days. Haven't you seen someone have an eye surgery? By 3 days, eye got better. Why? Because eyes change by 3 days. You get brand new eye in 3 days. So I got a liver problem. My doctor told me that it's going to take 3 years. That time I was still on the school, and before I go to medical school. And then that time I was learning the science. I was in PhD school, University of Wisconsin. And then I said that no, my liver, I'll get a brand new liver after 6 weeks. How come my liver will take 3 years to heal? And 6 weeks, I myself put the right ingredient on myself. My liver I got a brand new liver. I have no liver problem. I checked exactly after 6 months. My wife got shocked. How come it possible? This is so true that you made it. And it worked. So that's how it is. You put a healthy thing, it's going to make it healthy. You put unhealthy things, you're going to get an unhealthy body. That's your choice, ball in your court, how you deal with it. What you eat, how you feel, how it is social connection, everything. Second thing is, what is the food you need to know, right? To get your right body, as I've been talking about. Right food is not known to us nowadays. We're thinking breakfast have to be cereal, or bread and some waffle or something, and lunch have to be chicken and rice, and some salad in the corner, So why that happened? Because all the research in last few decades sponsored by food industries, junk food, not food industry. They're not food, junk food industries. And junk food we should not call food. Junk food is a junk. Anyway, that's my definition, by the way. So this junk food industries sponsoring our food research, our scientific research. Everything are messed up. They cherry pick. They pick and choose what they're trying to explore to us. So the truth is not known to us. We think cereal is the best food we can eat. If you go to TV commercial, you can see they've been talking about how cereal is so great. You get fiber. Just kidding. It's not a fiber. They're just kidding with you. It's not true. Fiber doesn't stay when you the way it processed. It get completely wiped out all the fiber, all the nutrients. just pure sugar, just pure sugar. And I heard one of my patients told me that her doctor suggested this type of cereal is good for diabetes. So it's a very big problem in the society that we are in. So some scientists have been trying to disclose the truth, but our industry don't like it. They don't take the food research. They take part of it. They cherry pick whatever good for their business. So you have to help ourselves to get out of this epidemic, to get out of this situation. And so right food is two. One is micro and macronutrient. So micronutrient, you see the micronutrient is kind of like plant, fruits, and salt, and vegetables, and that's called micro. Macro means the rice, macro means three: carbohydrate, protein, and fat. And micro, vitamins and minerals. So macro means you need more. Micro means you need a small amount, but it's more essential than macronutrient. So macronutrients coming from plant-based whole food diet. And then, for instance, carbohydrate. Someone saying that carbohydrate is too much is not good for you. Yes, it is not going to be good for you if you have some health problem. Then you take vegetable carbohydrate, plant-based carbohydrate, because plant-based carbohydrate has glucose. Whatever you take, this or these, both will convert into the glucose. You just need energy. You don't need rice or bread. You need energy, you need glucose to survive. That you can take the plant-based if you have a health problem. Also, if you get plant-based, look at that. Plant-based, you get a lot of benefit. Every single plant has its own benefit. One broccoli has a 1,000 phytochemical. One strawberry has a more than 700 phytonutrient. But you get bowl of chicken and biryani, zero nutrient. What are you going to choose? So that's the one we are in. And if you get such a yummy, colorful, that process, there will tons. It comes with tons of sugar, and not only sugar, it comes with preservative. It comes with other ingredient like makes you like a preservatives and metals, and it comes with a non-organic, with a hormonized and antibiotic and steroid cheese and milk. So you need to be careful with that, and that makes insulin resistance. And you get insulin resistance, you're welcoming all the disease. That is a big thing you need to keep in mind if you don't get the right food. So, and if you need sugar, get the fruit sugar. So, and fruit sugar have not only sugar, it has a, look at that, fiber, it has a vitamin, mineral, antioxidant, phytonutrient, and many more. All the micronutrients are there. So don't go cereal in the for your fiber, so like that. And a lot of people even doesn't know what does fiber mean. Fiber only found in a plant-based product. I was eating such a big scientist, he's an IT scientist. He was explaining how his beef has so much fiber, and he doesn't have any clue what he's talking about. That's most of the people are like that nowadays. We think fiber means something soft or something. I don't know what they think. Fiber only from plant-based whole food diet has a fiber, and you need vitamin. And vitamins you need many types. Vitamin B itself has more than 20 types. So, and C, D, E, F, K, F, P, H. There's lots of types, and vitamin fat soluble are A, D, E, F, K. This fat soluble means you have to have a fat intake. If you don't have fat intake, they will not be absorbed to the body. That's why most of the American are vitamin D deficiency, as well as K. Why? We don't eat fat. If we eat fat, we eat with a hormonized and antibiotic full and tons of extra chemical in the fat, and fat get modified. It's not a fat anymore. It's like a because when someone got heart disease, they checked it. Those kind of fat they took the fat molecule from their body, and they found that their omega-3, omega-6 is not a pure omega-3. Omega-6 is not a pure one. So you have to get the right fat to get vitamin absorbed, right fat to detox our brain, because fat has a lot of good options. It detox our brain, producing hormone, giving energy, healing the wound. So fat is the one we need to absorb, do all the thing as well as absorbing the vitamins. So among the minerals, the more I just mentioned the names, but I want you to remember calcium is the number one thing. Iron, number second thing you need. Right away, because of the calcium, too much joint pain today. Look at how many chairs in there. They cannot, prostate because they have knee problem. And population are suffering, most of the population are suffering with a kind of what is called iron problem. And because of iron problem, what happening, we get anemic. Why iron problem? Because we are not taking vitamin C. If you don't have vitamin C, this calcium iron will not go to your body. And what is vitamin C? We're thinking that, oh, I've been taking my orange juice, had vitamin C. No. Vitamin C doesn't stay more than 7 days. You have to get the fresh plant, fresh guava, fresh mango, fresh orange, fresh lemon to get vitamin C. Then you can get out of all the joint pains. Vitamin D, we live in, you guys are in Canada, US as well, United States, and I know about 70% population vitamin D deficient, because Canada should be more. I see, the way people walking. But I was in Montreal, I loved it. Montreal people are healthier than Toronto. What happened in Toronto, I don't know. People here are not like, as health cautious like in Montreal. So you need to get out of the zone, get yourself, help yourself, So vitamin D is vital. But without vitamin D, brain not gonna work. Your energy, you'll lose your energy. Your immune system will not work. So that things need to be taken care of, and vitamin K is the one you need to transfer all the cholesterol to the body that you need. And then vitamin B12 only found in a animal fat. You might think, oh, Dr. Haque, I found it, I'm going to be vegan. People ask me, can I be vegan? Yes, you can. You can be semi-vegan, not the true vegan, because you need some animal fat for vitamin B12. So, and then vitamin C, all plant and fruits, mostly guava, mango, and orange. These top three are vitamin C and have to be fresh and raw. And don't go for the fat, low fat. Low fat means high sugar. Low fat doesn't mean anything. Nothing should be exist as a low fat, because fat is the one you need. God created us to enjoy. It's yummy. Gives a double calorie than carbohydrate. Because carbohydrate gives you only 4 calories per gram, but fat gives you more than 9 calories per gram. So more than double calorie you get from the fat, and fat doing all the function. But carbohydrate, only one function, give you some calorie. Calorie you can get from anywhere. You can get a spinach, you're getting calorie too. But you get a rice, you get calorie, nothing else. But you get a brown rice, you get calorie plus antioxidant plus some fiber. So if you like carb, take it, but from the right source. So, and low fat should not, because according to research, low fat is the one our big problem. Because low fat making people all the disease, and making people low fat doesn't save your artery, doesn't save your heart, because research does show that there is no connection between heart disease and extra fat. Not even saturated fats. People always ask me in different seminar that how about the trans fat? Trans fat is the one you need more, because body cannot make trans fat like coconut oil. Instead of cooking with a toxic vegetable oil, it's not a vegetable oil, it's a toxic oil. You can take a coconut oil, it's a saturated. That's what you need for you. So for my family, I use coconut oil for everything. For skin, eating, you get any wound, coconut oil. You burn, coconut oil. You cut, coconut oil. You feeling weak, take. My dad came to US. I said morning and dinner, you have to get 2 spoons coconut oil. Of course, with cooking as well. And so this is and extra fat. It's called ketosis. Ketosis will help you to protect from the disease, from all kind of disease. You can see all heart disease, cancer, all kinds of acne, weight loss, everything will be thrived if you use ketosis with extra fat for calorie instead of carbohydrate for your calorie source. Nowadays, many research keep coming out that extra, fatty food is the one helping all the disease free, and you clean artery, put some fat. If you go to someone, or we know that cheese is the one making heart disease, actually, which is not true, because we thinking that they're making us high cholesterol. We think that they are reducing our cholesterol by controlling fat, but cholesterol have nothing to do with our heart disease. And when you're trying to control the cholesterol level, people getting heart attack. Look at the research. Whenever someone gets heart attack, their cholesterol level is normal. Look at the study and data. What's the study showing? They're controlling cholesterol more and more and more, and they get heart attack. Why? Because cholesterol job is to heal the artery, to clean the artery, to heal the wound, to detox our brain, producing hormone and all kinds of, like for instance, you get soda or you get cigarette. One cigarette has 4,000 chemical. That's making a lot of wound and hole and inflammation and infection in your body. Cholesterol go and heal it. When you're controlling cholesterol by not putting enough fat molecule or by statin drug or stuff like that, then your all infection grow and grow, and you ended up get cancer or quickly heart attack. Because how many times have you heard? I heard many patients told me the story that doctor told them your blood report, your cholesterol is normal, go home and relax. Before they go home, on the way they got heart attack, because they control cholesterol. We have to get out of this, the wrong zone. So what you need to do? You take care of our other part so that heart disease can be healed. Cholesterol can help you to be stronger and energetic and clean and good flow of your heart. And look at the cholesterol. We're trying to say LDL is a bad, HDL is a good. This just all because of to sell the certain drug. So you have cholesterol will be balanced as you need. How much working you had. The young, strong working man, his cholesterol can be 400, but the man who doesn't have anything, retired person, uncle, his cholesterol going to be 200. It's going to be balanced by itself. So how about that? If he take cholesterol medication, his cholesterol putting down the 200, he's going to be very weak right away. He will feel that, oh, I'm a dead man, I'm almost gone. So that's the cholesterol, and that's in a society we are in a big dilemma, and we need to get out of this kind of the discrepancy. And so this heart artery gets some. We know that cholesterol fat molecule come in and clogging that, which is not all the research I was showing that they showed that cholesterol is not the one showing making a heart disease. So as I've been talking about the fat, so what fat you need? We need all the fat, egg, meat, and milk, as of course moderate amount. Fat could not be too much, but part of the food have to be some fat, small, moderate amount, but not the toxic one. Okay, this is the toxic. Don't take this one. Your fat has to be with this one, the right fat, the organic, because this one comes with a load of. It's not a fat. Imagine a chicken. They put it lots of hormone. It's like right away it become 5 pounds in 20 days. How come it's the food? Just steroid making it like chicken like a substance. It's not a. It's a fake. By antibiotic make it like bumped up and make it into 5 pounds. How come you expect that chicken is giving you protein? So you need to get out of this mistake, and if you get excess cholesterol or excess fat, you see carbohydrate will hook that cholesterol up, get out of your body, so you're gonna balance as needed. As I said, for a retired person, he might be 200. For a strong man, it might be 600. And I saw the data. Someone got 600 cholesterol, perfect health, because he's working as a construction worker. That's because he gets too much wound. Too much wound, body is gonna make cholesterol high to heal and make him surviving. You see, it's body job, not our job, to control the cholesterol, cut down the fat. And healthy fat means this, some avocado, some olive oil and coconut oil, nuts and legumes and beans and all kinds of healthy food I'm talking about. And so stay away. So far I said that what to eat and what not to eat in here. So avoid the processed food. Avoid the food is made by human being because we don't know. Summary, look at that carbohydrate source. You can get this plant-based carbohydrate, or you can get like a sweet potato. You can get kind of other carbohydrate too. Rice also good. If you take rice, perfect. If you can take care of rice, you are not overweight. Of course, you can take rice. And for the protein, you can get legumes and eggs and wild-caught salmon, wild-caught fish, and all kinds of fatty sources you can take moderate amount. But how much water you need to drink? Unlimited. How much plant you can eat? Unlimited. If you give me 5 bowls of salad, no problem, I can eat it. It's not going to hurt me. But if you get 5 bowls of healthy fat, it's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt. So fat moderate, but plant and water is going to be unlimited. Should be okay. The third thing I brought for you is body microbiomes. We haven't talked about that in the scientific world or medical clinics, because as I said, Mr. Zaid, he has a 10 trillion cell, right? According to nature research, a person have a 10 trillion cell. He has a 600 trillion bacteria. Imagine he has 60 times more bacteria than his own cell. So what do they do? They do the digestion. They help immune system. They help with the energy, homeostasis level, balancing the hormone. Everything does by those bacteria. You see, those bacteria are working good. We are good. And those bacteria are fed with the fiber and mineral mostly. And they're healthy. They can take care of our system good. Look at that. They're like a community in our human body. Look at this one. They're like a stay in our body. When you sleep, they sleep. When you eat, they eat. But they're taking care of our system. Like when you wash our hand with simple chemical soap, it's gonna kill maybe few 100,000 bacteria get killed right away. When you put antibiotic, it kills millions of bacteria, and then you get sick. You get all the disease gonna develop. And the research showing that gut flora, how is beneficial, in a different research came out. I'm showing here only one research that I show for the sake of time, and those bacteria are being killed because of antibiotic. Because the cow and the chicken, they get big chicken, they're making 800-pound cow. They're fed with antibiotic. The antibiotic come through cow and milk and cheese. Those antibiotics come through the cheese and milk and come in and killing our microbiomes. And then we get bloating. Excuse me. We get all kinds of toxicity build-up. And when toxicity, and then according to our National Health Institute, more than 70% antibiotic goes to non-therapeutic purpose. Not the antibiotic should be when people get severe infection. We need it. So I'm not against the medical system. We need medical system. We need clinic. We have to. Someone get hit. What are you gonna do? You cannot put him turmeric right away. You can do, but right away he needs surgery. He need take care of his own. Emergency. You need emergency clinic. You need antibiotic. But what happened? More than 70% antibiotic being used for cow and chicken and the animal that we're trusting for our protein. And that antibiotic we are getting, and we are killing our microbiomes. And when they get killed, when microbiome get killed, bacteria die off, that body build toxicity. And that shows up in our tongue, in different types of tongue, showing different types of disease that develop. Because when you go to the doctor, have you heard sometimes that someone got sick, they go to doctor. Doctor say, you are good, your body is functioning well, no, nothing comes out in the report, but you're sick. So that's the science. We need to go back the ancient science, which is telling us that tongue, by nail, by face, all the mark can tell you what kind of disease that you have, what kind of organ are functioning or not functioning, and to need help. And digestion is the fourth thing you need to be careful, because we are thinking we are digesting food, right? Putting the tummy, digested, gonna give you energy, which is not. Digestion starts from the mouth. So if I tell you that get a lemon, close your eyes, start experimenting. Close your eyes, cut a lemon into the pieces, squish in a cup, and drink it. How are you feeling? Water in your mouth, Shiva? Little bit watery? Yeah. Because feelings helps. Feelings is the one starts the digestion. When you think about the lemon, my saliva comes out. You see, my gland secreting the enzyme to digest that food. When you fighting with someone and eating, your body is taking care of the fight. Your body cannot digest your food. When you are in emotional stress, you cannot digest your food because body is not that mood. So you have to relax, calm. We have to be in a thankful environment and chew food properly. Think about that you're enjoying the good food, and then food will going to be start digestion from the mouth and here. That way we quickly swallow the food. It's not going to work. That we're getting food, we don't get the nutrient. So minimum 50 times you try to chew, make it liquid, and then swallow. I feel embarrassed when I go somewhere to party to eat, because everybody is eating. I'm as if like I'm eating like I eat more than other people because I'm healthy. I can eat. So everybody eating swallow done. I'm sitting with my plate. So do the practice. Be shame on yourself. That's fine. So take time and bite and then chew properly and then swallow. You'll see how difference you feel. And minimum 50 times. Okay? Yes? Okay, thank you.
The more will be like more better.
Yeah, but better you do. Like, do you know Buddha? Buddha ordered his companions that he made a rule, by the way, in Buddhism, that he cannot eat food, he cannot swallow food without 100 times chewing. Try 100 times chewing, how amazing you'll feel. But I recommend my patient like swallow, chew 50 times. And then toxicity build up because how your organ systems are working, especially digestion system doesn't work properly, that toxicity is gonna build up. It's coming. You see healthy nail, and this is the unhealthy nail. If your toxicity build up, body doesn't work properly, you see mineral deficiency. You see all the body stagnant is called. You see all the autoimmune disease sign. You see this sign is called also called malnutrition. You see every color, every single stretch, every single mark showing a specific problem. If you go to blood report, blood data doesn't show anything until you are almost stage 4. You see, take care of yourself now, and then wait to be healthy. So what do you eat? You need to eat healthy. You need to eat right food. What is the right food? All plant-based legumes. So let me show you the exact color. So you get some, rice is fine, rice, barley, and oatmeal is a great, carb if you do not have a health problem. So because pancreas is the one converting the complex carb. If your pancreas working good, you can add this kind of carb. Otherwise, you have to get plant-based carb. And then you get some fruits and sugar if you can handle sugar. If you are diabetic, stay away from the sugar for a while. And then plant-based is the one you need all the time. Your plate have to be 70% plant, because that is the mineral, that is the fiber. Remember I said a cell made of protein, mineral, and fat. If you eat a spinach, you think it's only mineral. No, It's a plant. It's a living species. It's made of protein, mineral, and fat. So all types of nutrient in there. You're taking a broccoli, eating only, oh man, I need some protein. No, it has more protein. Because broccoli has 49% protein. If you look at the chicken, only 23% protein. What are you going to choose? Broccoli. Because in addition to protein, you get tons of micronutrient. You see, get all kinds of colorful. So the way I say, more color your shopping cart, more healthy you are. Okay, and change the color. Every different types of fruits and different types of vegetable. That's you need. If someone asking me, Dr. Haque, can I take vitamin pill? Every vitamin have a multiple types. You cannot make 10 types of vitamin E. Vitamins E about 8 types. So you cannot take 8 types vitamin E, but you need all 8 types. So change your plant when you're eating to be healthy. And legumes is the one for your all kinds of fat sources, and fruits you need for antioxidant, fruits you need for the fiber. And look at our animal species. Look at the big, all the elephant. Do you think elephant get a lot of fat, a lot of protein to get big muscle? You think horse is so strong because they get a lot of chicken? No, plant. Someone asking me, how come cow have fat? They don't eat fat. I say, you got your answer already. That means fat doesn't come from the fat. That means fat is everywhere. Plant has a fat. That's why cow getting fat. He was asking about the cow. How come cow have a lot of fat? He was so curious to know. Because everything has a fat that you're eating. And fat is not coming from the fat. Fat coming from the sugar. Excess sugar converted into the fat. You see, cheese is not going to make you, fatty molecule. So fat cell developing when you have insulin resistant. When you're insulin resistant, your sugar, energy, and calories convert into the fat. You see? So look at Mr. Frank. He was a very strong man. He said, as soon he started eating plant, he became stronger. Look at the Serena Williams. She's 20 years, she's plant-based whole food diet. And as soon she started eating plant, she became healthier. Any types of science research, you can see meat you need minimum. Like scientifically, you get 8 ounce meat per day you can consume. And we're taking 8 ounce per meal. Forget about per week.
8 ounces is about half pound. Huh?
Yes. So per week, not per day, not per meal. Per week. But we're trying to get per meal in the breakfast 8 ounce. So you're gonna need to be careful. And then look at the world champion. They like plant-based. Look at the Mr. Tom Brady. Have you heard his name? Shiva? Tom Brady. He's a 5-time Super Bowl champion. In that age, nobody can be champion. He still became champion 5th time. And he said, what's the magic things? He said plant. He said plant is the one magic. He's staying still strong and healthy, stay again champion the 5th time because he eat whole-based, plant-based. And we might think he eat a lot of cheese and meat, right? Or protein shake or protein powder. No powder, all plant. And he was showing in his page, and then what his daughter eats. Look at his daughter here. His daughter or taught her only how to eat a green smoothie. And our kids wake up in the morning, we offer waffle and parota and bread, and they should call out against ourselves. You're killing me. Your kids should be called out against us. That you're killing me with the sugar. And not only that, baby born, we welcome with the sugar. We welcome with a sugary formula. So we should understand that. And sugar is very dangerous, especially synthetic one for the young folks, young baby. So, and now let's move on to the health problem. If you have a health problem, what do? Go to doctor, get a medicine. That's what we do, right? So all medicine, pill is the solution. It's a magic pill. Eat it, is going to be fine. But understand that this magic pill is not touching, is not going to a disease. Disease is something like you can see a sign, but problem is inside. So one of the jokes I always say that someone looking for his key that he lost in the street, and then he went back to the street to find his key, and he looking on the top of the lamp, and his friends passing by, hey, what are you doing here? What are you looking at the lamp? He said, I lost my key. Then why are you looking at the top of the lamp? He said, light is there. He lost his key on the street. He finding on the top of the lamp because light is there. So you're looking at the lamp, we are looking at the light. So disease is like a symptom. Problem is the organ problem. Some organ is not functioning. For instance, someone get diabetes, for instance, and so pancreas under the this is our liver. This is liver. This is our stomach. Under the stomach, there's a tiny magic organ called pancreas. On pancreas is not converting sugar into calorie, you get diabetes. Now all the more than $300 billion we spent per year in United States to heal, to take care of the diabetes. Because only controlling the sugar instead of supporting the pancreas who is not able to process the sugar. We need to support the pancreas to heal that problem. We never get out of the diabetes. So that is the problem. We have to look at this cartoon. Shubho, what is telling you? Lots of water coming up, and what people doing? They're mopping, so they're doing good job, right? No, why not? Why not, bro? The faucet is on, and then water is coming, and they keep mopping the floor. They keep getting diabetes medication to the sugar. They're not looking at the pancreas is not the one functioning to take care of the sugar. They're thinking cheese is the one causing the heart disease. They're controlling the cheese and pushing your heart to flow better instead of what stopping the arteries, plastic, sodium ascorbate, MSG. They don't look at that part. So we are not controlling the faucet of diabetes and heart disease, but we are mopping the floor of sugar and fatty molecule and cholesterol. And we need to go back. That solution is plant-based food. A lot of times, because plant-based is a solution for many times. Because why? Because every plant have a specific chemical, and they go by head to head. Research showing that every food have a specific chemical that work better and faster and then true cure of the disease when you get plant-based medicine. So for instance, if you like to get protein, get a plant-based protein that's going to heal you disease. Look at that. Every plant have a specific types of ingredient that can heal a specific disease. Look at this one. Every color shows a specific chemical they carry. Not one, thousands. We don't have the blueprint of that, but it does work, and that heal our disease, and that can strong our immune system. Immune system is like a country defense system, like army, navy, and marine. They're the one taking care of our body. And how? By plant-based whole food diet can make your immune system stronger. And then you have a gastric problem, no problem. Put some acid in there, and gastric problem will go away. Because if you go to medical clinic, they will tell you, hey, you have too much acid, put antacid. Actually, gastric means you have a sphincter. You see the sphincter is getting loose, lack of acid, and it comes out, gas comes out, and we thought it's too much gas. Actually, sphincter get loose by lack of acid. By putting some acid, I have a 7-step how to get out of this acid problem. And you can just follow step by step, eating right, anti-probiotic, and fasting, and exercise, and you can get out of this. How about the diabetes? As I said, diabetes only sugar problem. Not only that, it has some other things involved. Body is not functioning properly. And body is not functioning properly, what do you need to do? Support that function, and then diabetes is going to be healed with a certain time. And all the research showing that how diabetes can be cured with a plant-based diet. And how about the cancer? Likewise, if you get a cancer, no problem. Look at the research I have in here. Cancer cell will die at certain time. With a plant-based diet, healthy cell will develop, cancerous cell will die. You see? And likewise, allergy. And the last is heart disease. Everybody is scared of, right? Heart disease. We are so much worried that about our future that currently 50% American dying of heart disease. We are worried who is going to be heart disease or heart attack in the next day. Like we've been here for 1 hour. Within 1 hour, maybe more than 30 people died by this 1 hour. Because every 30 seconds, 2 people died in North America out of heart attack or heart disease problem. That could be one of us too. So what is the heart disease? Simple, artery is not flowing properly. Why artery is not flowing properly? Some chemical, antibiotic, steroid, hormone, plastic, MSG, monosodium glutamate, all the aspartame, artificial sugar, they are going and stopping the artery. And how can it do that? People thinking the cholesterol is the cholesterol medication. No, people dying of heart attack, they looked at cholesterol is normal. Why? Because that is the problem. So this is the problem, all processed food. And I want to show you a research to get understand how heart disease could be truly, fully reversed. Have you heard his name, Dr. Cardwell? Dr. Cardwell, he said to Cleveland Medical College that give me most difficult heart disease patient. And he got 18 heart disease patients. He want to study on them. And he started study. He stopped all the medication, put a plant-based whole food diet. within a 8 years of the time, one patient died, and 17 patients fully reversed their heart disease. And one patient died because he got old, because of the age he died. Another 17 patients fully reversed their heart disease by 8 years. And this is the artery. You can see artery got clogged here. Within 3 weeks, he saw artery got clean, fully flowing their blood within 3 weeks. That's how plant-based is powerful in this research. And another one is Dr. Dean Ornish. Dean Ornish is the one he took group of patients, 50% he put in plant-based whole food diet, another 50% he gave American Heart Foundation suggested, some carb, some vegetable, healthy diet, what we think healthy diet is, so-called healthy food, and with a modern medicine. Within 5 years of the course, those people who are medicine with a healthy, so-called healthy diet, their heart disease got worse and worse. The other group who he gave only plant-based without medication, their heart disease, completely cured. They got completely cured. You see, one is this got completely cured, other one is completely high. It's two opposite direction. So one group, the people who have a high medication, healthy diet, their heart disease got worse. The group, other 50% people who are given plant-based whole food without any medication, they completely cure of heart disease. So it's a pure, big, controlled research and the big study. That's powerful, plant-based whole food diet is. And so, and of course, you have to change your lifestyle. And Bill Clinton, he got chest pain in 2004 when he was passing by, in the New York street. He was walking in the street of New York. He got chest pain. He was taken to hospital, and he got heart problem. Within a few years, he got quadruple bypass. He got 2 statins, and he said, I want to be grandfather. I want to see my grandkids. And he became fully plant-based whole food diet. Look at now, he is a healthy person. He got out of completely all kind of heart disease problem. And So we have to go back to, we have to look at that, we have to stop the faucet of all the disease. Then you don't have to mop the floor. Otherwise you have to keep mopping the floor whole life if you don't stop the faucet. That's the key thing you need to remember. What is the solution? It's a plant-based whole food diet. And so if you have a health problem, how do you diagnose? Blood report or time you cannot see unless you get stage 4 cancer. Last 2 weeks I got 2 patients, last 1 month I can say, and then one of them I took, other than I could not take it, and both of the patients could not survive because they get stage 4 brain tumor, stage 4 brain cancer. They are completely fine, they never have any health issue. And they came to my clinic, I saw that see their report. That time that person already gone. You cannot help that person, someone stage 4 cancer. So what you need to do? You need to take care of yourself in advance, right now. So how do you diagnose? In natural medicine, we look at the face, every single mark telling you every single health connection, every single color and every single spot on your nail, as well as tongue, telling what part of the organ is struggling, need to put the support, otherwise all of a sudden heart attack. Do you know 50% of heart attack come in all of a sudden? Everything is normal, all of a sudden heart attack. Why? Because diagnosis is not the disease diagnosed at the last stage. Problem is inside. We have to look at the root causes. If I see any patient in my clinic, I get sometimes a lot of sometimes call specifically that, Dr. Haque, do you treat diabetes? Do you treat cancer, stage 3 cancer and blah blah? I say I do not treat diabetes, I do not treat cancer. I treat root cause of the diabetes, root cause of the cancer, disease go away by itself. So look at the nail, face and tongue is a combination of diagnosing a person, as well as blood report, of course, blood report in addition. And the feet is another magical organ. Feet telling you what part is stagnant, what part is tingling, that tells you what part is of the body is struggling. That's how you give support and you can get back your health. And then look, I want to show you one of my patients. He came to me about a year ago, and when he came to my clinic, he used to take 120 units of insulin. He has a 2 heart surgery, and his 2 kids are very renowned medical doctor. They couldn't help him at all. His disease, heart disease, blood pressure, diabetes going worse and worse and worse. I took his picture because he's the one magically he got healed. 3 days later he called me, Dr. Haque, your method is correct. After 3 days he said, I don't need insulin anymore. Within 3 days he doesn't need any insulin, 120 unit to 0 unit. Why? Because you're taking sugar that need to transfer to your calorie by insulin. You don't take sugar, you don't take complex sugar or processed sugar. Liver doesn't carry more than 3 days those sugar. After 3 days, actually 5 days, until 5 days they carry, but around 3 days, almost all sugar is going to be gone. So you don't need insulin to transfer sugar into the calorie. You are fine. You see how that work? So science work, evidence-based research work, and medicine work. Medicine does work whenever you need something emergency, and if you need medication, get out of the medication by natural therapy, by natural medicine, by changing lifestyle, by putting proper nutrition. That's what my focus is. So this is the thing I trying to helping people. My goal is to help people to get back their health by, as I said, 3 ways: natural medicine, nutrition, plus healthy lifestyle. Someone has a health problem, we need to diagnose by looking at their different organ, as I said, tongue, nail and face, and then blood report in addition. Then treat with the natural medicine, lifestyle and nutrition. Someone can get back their health, as well as someone can get out of the medication slowly. Because food is not only food, food is not only medicine like. Food is really a great medicine. It's faster, quicker, and cut off the root causes of the disease. And I have another patient. She had a cancer, and this cancer patient, within 7 months, she got out of cancer. She has a stage 4 lung cancer. How? Only plant-based whole food. Of course, by support of some organs, the organ is struggling, how much toxicity build up, how much hormone imbalance he has, how much level of mineral deficiency she has. We look at everything in a whole profile, then support that organ, support that deficiency, disease is gonna go away. That's how we need to focus. That's how we need to help people to get back their health. And I have a sample in my website. You can go. I have a sample breakfast, and you can go to my website. You can see many different types of healthy breakfast, healthy lunch, and healthy dinner, as you saw in here, the lunch or dinner. And so that's in the food that you can carry. As I said, 5 things you can take from my talk today. First of all, human body regeneration. Second off, essential food. Third, body microbiome. Fourth is body digestion system you take care of. Finally, toxicity gonna build up if you don't get the right thing. Bad thing will go. Heavy metal will grow if you don't have enough microbiome, enough mineral, enough nutrients in your body. And finally, you also can take my course, my online. If you go to my website, www.theuniversalhealth.org, you go there, you can be certified nutritionist. And from my course, you can be certified nutritionist, also American nationally drugless practitioner certified nutritionist you can get. Not only that, our institution also offering to you national license. You can apply for national license, which is called medical authority, national medical authority. You can get license after completing your nutrition course. It's going to be 1 semester long.
How long
It's going to be 1 semester long, fully online. You can take from anywhere, and by 1 semester you can be certified holistic nutritionist. Help yourself, help your family, help your society, help the world into upper level of development where people are happy and healthy. That's my goal is. And so as I said, these 5 things you follow, and 5 things you can get out of this. 5 things I say: eat whole food diet, take care of your microbiomes, boost up your digestion, and take care of your mineral intake and water intake, and then eat food as a medicine. If you have a health problem, eat food. Or sometimes you have a big problem, then take natural medicine. There should be natural certified, licensed medicine practitioner should be in the city. You can take care of it. You can go to my website. We help people as well. That's I help with my research for you. And thank you everyone. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me.